So we're going to talk about making out in public and physical escalation. So this is where I see a lot of guys get confused. Back in the day, I used to go to all these different daytime venues or nighttime venues, and I would literally just hook up with girls in the bar or in the club. And what I noticed was if you hook up with a girl too early, you kind of give your power away. You're giving her the validation that she wanted. So it's funny because when you're pulling a girl, if you're a little bit more subtle and low key and kind of just like grounded, she's not going to even know whether or not you necessarily like her. But because you're, you know the intent's there, you know she's attracted to you, she knows on a subconscious level, not a logical level, that you're attracted to her. And, the logistics are there where you would just so happen to end up at your place and just so happen to end up in a closed room. And, obviously, if you put two hamsters in a cage, what happens, right? If you put two fucking bunny rabbits in a cage, what happens? If you took a dog, male and female, and put them in a fucking room together and you leave for a few hours, what do you think is going to happen, right? Well, it's funny because a lot of guys, they go to these, instant dates, or they're meeting a girl or whatever, and they'll try to get physical in the daytime, or they'll try to, get physical in front of her friends or whatever the fuck, right? And so it's like, yes, you can do that. Yes, you can make out with a girl. Yes, you can do all these things. But what will happen is you are essentially over-validating her. And so the issue with that is now the girl doesn't really need your sexual validation because she already got it from you making out with her. So the issue is like, yes, you could be the guy who's running around making out tons of girls and hooking a lot of girls, but you're not really getting laid a lot. I remember back in my first couple years of game, I would literally make out thousands of girls a year. Like, it was fucking disgusting. I'm not even exaggerating. I would literally probably hook up with at least 10 girls a night in the club. I'll go to the clubs and I would make out like 10 girls a night. I'll go out in day game. I'd make out with girls in the middle of the fucking day. It was fucking crazy. Like, it was some shit out of a movie. My infield experiences was better than any sort of YouTube video I've ever seen online. And I was getting better results than anyone else I knew, but I wasn't getting laid. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that fucking mind-blowing? And I remember thinking, like, a couple years in the game, I'm probably, on the top of the world at this shit already, but I'm not getting laid. This is so fucking strange. I had such a unique journey with this stuff. And what I realized was it's because I was giving my power away. I was giving the females the sexual validation before I've had the opportunity to actually have sex with them, right? And so in order to, make sure you don't over-validate them, you need to make sure you're not physically escalating them too much in public, because now they're going to feel fear of judgment from their friends, fear of judgment from strangers, and over-validation. And so I kind of switched it up, whereas now I'll be pulling girls and literally they're not even sure if I like them until I'm back in my place. And once I'm back in my place or in a closed location, then I'll kind of start escalating on them. Now, there's a good equilibrium where it's like you can kind of tell them you like them verbally throughout the night, but not overbearing, so you're not pushing them away, you're not being too needy. Maybe you'll like kiss them, but you won't like make out with them. So maybe like kind of give them like a small kiss, like mwah, and you'll tell them, oh, that's all you get for now. That's all you get for now. Or you'll tell them, oh, I can't kiss you in public. That's oftentimes what I do is like, if girls are trying to kiss me, I'll kind of just give them like a little peck. I'll tell them like, look, that's all you get for now. I can't kiss you in public. Like, I know people here. Like, I don't want to be embarrassed. Like, I can't be seen fucking, making out with girls on the street or, in the daytime, or maybe you're at a club or at the bar, whatever the fuck. I can't be seen making out with girls here. Like, I can't do this. I don't like PDA, right? But I do like you. And so you're kind of demonstrating that you have the power, you have the authority, and she's the one chasing you. You've kind of set that underlying frame. And so it's really interesting because now when you do pull her to ISO location, well, hey, remember that time you wanted to kiss me? You go for it, right? Oh, hey, remember that time I was going to physically escalate on you, but I restrained myself? Well, hey, now I'm going to, give you a back massage. Maybe I'm going to dance with you. Maybe I'm going to kiss your neck. Maybe I'm going to squeeze your butt consensually if you're comfortable with that, right? And so as long as she's comfortable with it, as long as there's a slow and steady escalation process, because, you got to make sure she feels safe and comfortable and respected every step of the way. Remember that? Well, you're going to get the results you want to get. And as long as you're not over validating her in public and, escalating too fast, kissing her too fast, realizing time is your ally, you're going to get the results you want to get. Because a lot of guys, they get so gropey and grabby and overbearing, and it freaks girls out. It makes girls just kind of want to run away. It makes the girls just kind of want to go home and not be with you anymore, which is very strange. And so you got to realize that, the moment you start realizing empathy and start realizing take your time and start realizing, spend time in interaction, understand who the girl is, understand where she's coming from, do everything we've talked about, thus far in dating and mastery. Well, that's going to get you the results you want to get when it comes to getting laid.